So I guess this is it. My PSA, my first video into YouTube, my journeyalism. I've recently come out of psychiatric hospital for the third time. Well, technically not psychiatric hospital this time, just general hospital. And I'm documenting the rest of my journey. I should have started journalisming this earlier, but life gets in the way. I had the idea to start this many years ago, involving my daughter and a little side project that never happened. So here is my apology to YouTube, because apparently every YouTuber has to do that, so I might as well start it. Sorry for all of the fuss I might make, all the controversial opinions. You're all allowed them. Let's keep this community, whatever I manage to build, non-confrontational, non-judgmental, non-emotional. I'm a practicing stoic, but I fuck it up a lot. We're all allowed emotions, and this is my journey through mental health. Trigger warning. My nickname is Trigger. It's quite appropriate. I trigger lots of people. I'm also known as Killer Decibels of Silence, but online people default to either KT or Silence. I'm male, I'm not KT, but people say KT or KD, it doesn't really matter. Half deaf, so I respond to all of them. I have had quite the journey the last month. I was in hospital for anniversary of grief type thing, my birthday. They're never fun, especially when I miss my kids. They're deprived of a father because of one woman, and I miss them greatly because I will fight for them all day long, but I can never fight over them. It's just beyond me. I had my parents fighting over me, telling me both parents were awful. Made me feel like I must be an awful person if I come from two awful people. I've got many commitments in my life at the moment that are beyond me. My main commitment is focusing on myself. I'm having to be selfish and look after my mental health because I suffered an acute psychotic breakdown. I'm not sure what it all was, but it's not my first rodeo through it all. I will proudly state now, I took myself in voluntarily. I knew it was the best place to be to get help when I could not function properly. I've been living alone for the last 3 years, and my social network, like a lot of people's, my support network is non-existent. My supportive network far more than it supports me back, and recently I've needed its support, and I found it very difficult to get even the support network that is supposed to be here in the glorious United Kingdom. I'm fighting, protesting, now recording and journalisming my struggle through all of this. I'm going to be frank, honest and open about a lot of things. I'm going to keep as much privacy and identity clear as I can. I'm going to use euphemisms and references to people that exist, but their identities are going to remain ambiguous, context only. Anyone who feels that the shoe fits, sorry, that's the generalistic nature of it, feel as if it's a horoscope. It's almost like a medium, but no bullshit. Just my daily experiences, journeying through Farnborough, Britain's insane system. Never in my life have I battled such a hard battle, but I'm getting there. I intended with my daughter to make a photograph every single day of her smiling, but Now I can help other people smile and give my love that would be for them to everyone else. As a Stoic, I believe we're all entitled to our emotions, and I'm going to own mine on my sleeve as I take you all through my journey wherever the hell it leads. This wall behind me and this kind of mess is going to get there. My life there, but also I am trying to say thank you to people who touch my life, and I'm going to try and suggest a better way of making value in our lives, a better way of money. I might have schizotypal disorder and some strongly held beliefs, and I'm going to share some with you. Some people have described me as borderline personality disorder, and I appreciate the first definition of that basically read, this person could sometimes be a bit of a see you next Tuesday. I'm also had rapid bipolar suggested, and it's all in flux because I had psychosis as a diagnosis with a couple of my previous breakdowns, but I've always retained the ability to explore my reality and find out what's a hallucination and what's not. So I kind of disagree with that, apart from being one of the rare types of men that has suffered postpartum psychosis. Postpartum depression, men cannot get physically impossible. We don't have the same oxytocin mechanism, but as with regard to postpartum psychosis, some of us men do suffer it just the same as men. I never wanted to love my children differently. I ended up not being able to bond with my son, and I bonded with my daughter rather too strongly, and I did love them completely differently, but not unequally. I love them both with my whole heart, and one woman made both of them deprived of me, and I suffer with it every day, and I miss them because I would rather them have strong bonds with their mothers, and if they want to know who I am, I'm always here. But these days, life and communication is different. So this is my story. Welcome to my channel. The silent, very, very loud place. This wall behind me is going to become art. I've been testing and just trying to bring a little bit more joy into my life, into my home. I've made my phone pretty with art. The waste room. Everybody needs a little win every day, and that is getting rid of shit. Got Devanagari script, Japanese. This all glows in the dark. Obviously not the dark bits. And welcome to the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. I celebrate a lot of fiction as my culture. I celebrate a lot of things like Star Wars because obligatory, and I will leave it there for tonight. I have an errand to run because an SPA warning has just been alerted and I need to go and do my job. This bit is not for YouTube. Thank you very much. If you don't like my channel, don't care. If you like my channel, also I actually don't care. All I care about is sharing my story. I hope it helps somebody and we make a good community. I've been forbade from communicating on my other channel. I don't know why. I've not been able to communicate with all the greats that I adore in this huge ecosystem of brilliance and weird stuff. I like a lot of things on here. Some people are absolute stars to me. I love the science and maths and curiosity niches. I love gaming, and a lot of YouTube brings me joy. So now I'm going to try and become a bit of the ecosystem. All hail all the intellectual geniuses that skate the fine line of madness. My third certificate of sanity, let's call it unsanity. Maybe it won't stick this time. Come with me on this journey of antidepressant discontinuation syndrome through the care system of broken Britain. There's one thing that's making this country worse. It's not immigrants. It's the people that moan about them. On this channel, we're going to be all about every culture is valid, every person is valid. Nobody says you can't. My son, born with myotonic dystrophy, was told he wouldn't do that until he was a lot older. First day, I did the daddy, put the finger in the hand, and he closed his little hand around my impossible son, my nearly impossible daughter. Welcome to them, the world of madness they both created. I went mad for my children, and I'm proud of it.